Alright, to our final type of absolute value. So this will be theorem 2 type C. Okay, so now let's look at our notes. So let's look at this type C, where it says the absolute value of x is bigger than p. So p is our real number. So let's just use 10 as our test value. X, the absolute value of x is bigger than 10. So what is the meaning of this expression here? So anything inside this modular sign will be positive value, right? So let's say if I put negative 20 inside that, you will get positive 20. If I put negative 30, you will get positive 30. So going all the way to negative infinity, it will also become positive infinity, right? Now let's delete these things. Okay. Alright, let's proceed. Now you know that everything inside this modular sign will become positive, and the condition that you need to fulfill this condition, which is the absolute value of x is bigger than 10. So your x must be larger than the positive value of 10. So this expression is actually saying that your x, the absolute value of x must be larger than 10 units away from 0. Okay, the absolute value of x must be larger than 10 units away from 0. So what is the value more than 10? Okay, if you look at the positive side, your x must be larger than 10. So for example, x could be 11, 12, 13, all the way to positive infinity. But if you put negative number inside this modular sign, you will also get positive value, right? So your x could also be the opposite side of positive 10, which is lesser than negative 10. So the examples are negative 15, negative 16, all the way to negative infinity. All those numbers will have an absolute value of bigger than 10, right? So let's draw our real number line. There is my 0. So this condition here, we have our value of 10. So anything bigger than 10, okay, will satisfy this expression. Anything bigger than 10, 12, 20, 50. And it also can be anything lesser than negative 10. Okay, you just invert those numbers. Okay, negative 20, negative 20, negative 12, negative 20, negative 50, they all are gonna be positive values after you place them inside this modular sign. Anything below this will also satisfy this condition, where you need the absolute value of x must be larger than 10 units away from 0. Okay, they are all away from 0 by 10 units. So how do you write it in interval form? You write it like this. X could be lesser than negative 10, or X could be larger than positive 10. So in interval notation, how do you write this? You are going to the left hand side, right? So you are going all the way to the negative infinity side. And then you are gonna stop at negative 10 here. You don't include your negative 10. Then you union it, you use a union sign here. Union it with our positive 10. We don't include our value of 10 here. Yes, we are using this inequality. Is greater than inequality. And from that 10, we go all the way to positive infinity. So that is the solution of this expression.